Hi, today I am going to answer one question from one of my client who asked me a question. And the question says, Kapadhi, I am worried. I am married for more than 10 years. But in these 10 years, my marriage is really so toxic. There is a lot of control in my marriage. There is a lot of emotional abuse in my marriage. There is financial abuse or financial neglect and even physical violence. But every time when I want to leave, my husband talk me out. I don't know what he did to me. I cannot leave. And she asked me, what can I do? Hi, my name is Kapadhi. I am a relationship coach. I'm helping couples who find themselves in toxic relationship and those also who find themselves with sexual health difficulties. Now, in today's video, I am going to I answer the question, what do you mean by when you talk about a toxic marriage? And I'm also going to answer the question, why mostly women stay in those toxic marriage. And lastly, I am going to reveal what can you do if you find yourself in those toxic marriage. So stay tuned until the end, because I'm really going to educate you. What can you do if you find yourself in those toxic relationship? But before we dive in, I just ask you a favor. While watching this video, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to like, to comment, and also ask the question if you have any question. Now, let's dive in. So now, when you talk about toxic marriage, what do we mean? Actually, the person who asked the question, she already explained exactly what a toxic marriage means. Because a toxic marriage, it's a marriage where there is a lot of disrespect, where you feel there's no love and connection, where there is a lot of control, and where is a lot of emotional abuse. There is a lot of either financial abuse, including physical abuse. So you are constantly being bullied. You don't feel that you are in a relationship. And like the person who asked the question, he said, it is so difficult for her to leave. Now, why? Why it is so difficult for this person to leave? Also, other people, other women find it so difficult to leave. Number one reason is women usually don't want to leave because they are worried about their children. Because many people believe that, yes, a child needs two parents. Even when the environment is so toxic, women would rather stay because she feels she cannot deny her children the love of their father, whether the environment is unhealthy. But because they are looking for a father figure, even the relationship is not working, they would rather stay for the sake of the children. But what they don't know is that emotional abuse, it's so painful for the children. It affects the children, and it leaves the children with a lot of traumas, emotional traumas, those scars. Number two, why women usually stay. You might find that this woman is not working. And when this woman is not working and she depends on the husband, maybe she depends on the husband, and then she feels, if I leave, what will happen with me and my children? I would rather stay despite physical abuse, despite emotional abuse, despite disrespect. So they would rather stay. That's why they would rather stay in those relationships, whether they can see it's not working, whether they are crying every day. Number 3, the enormous societal pressure. Because, especially from the parents and from the friends, they because divorce actually it's something which leaves a scars. A woman will feel the society will judge her. She will feel, if she divorced, how do the society look at her? How do the family, especially the parents? Because she has that fear of to be judged by friends, by families, by even her church, her religious. Because according to the Bible, you're supposed not to divorce. And if you divorce, how the other religious people look at you, the other Christian, they will look at you and say, oh, this person you commit a certain sin. That's why you'd rather stay, because you don't want to be judged by your church, by your family, by your friends, by the whole society. And especially the relatives. They are the one who really talked women out to say, yes, marriage is just like that. Why do you want to leave the marriage? They even start comparing you. Who and who had the same situation like you? Who are you not? Yes. You must just kukuta. You must really hold on. Kukuta, you must hold on. Because marriage is like that. Marriage is a difficult thing. Why do you want you to be in a marriage which is healthy? Because they regard marriage as unhealthy, difficult, and it's just like that. Where you are being abused, where you are being disrespected, where you are being controlled. And especially in many society, a woman is just seen to be under a man, to be controlled, to be abused. And the society look at it as a normal, which is not. Now, and especially as I talk about that, you depend on your husband for financial, support, supporting you, supporting the children. Maybe you are not even working. How are you going to survive if you leave this marriage? Another thing, women stay because they hope the husband is going to change. So you just hold on thinking, no, my husband is going to change, because when he did something, when he abused you emotionally or physically or financially, he will probably come and apologize. And he will promise that he is going to change, there will be improvement, and you believe it. And because what happened is, what he do, he will rather occasionally change, then he display positive behavior, and then which leads you to believe that, yes, my husband has changed and I am sure things will be better. But unfortunately, things won't be better. So at the end of the day, promise after promise, promise after promise, promise after promise. So number 5 is, you will find that women usually have low self-esteem. When you find a woman with low self-esteem, because she believes she is not lovable, she believes that she is not good enough, she believes that it is just like that. She cannot do anything. She doesn't have a voice. She doesn't have energy to move. So now, the problem is that when you have low self-esteem, you don't have confidence. You don't have a voice. You are just there because you feel a man supposed to treat you that way. Even when you know this is not it's not a healthy marriage, you just stay because you don't have confidence to move. It's like you cannot move at all. You cannot open your mouth. So all these are the 4 things that makes the woman to stay. But unfortunately, what we don't know is that the impact that it has. You will find many women are so depressed. They end up having anxiety, some mental problems, because the stress are so much. The stress are so much. Now, what can you do? What you really need to do, if you find yourself in a toxic relationship, talk to someone. Talk to someone, especially go for therapy. Go for therapy because therapy will help you to unwind. Therapy will help you to guide you, especially coaching. It will help you to coach you what to do. Because especially when you have low self-esteem, you don't know. It's like you are in a hole. You are in a corner. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. You stay there until you get sick. So just talk to someone. Even if there are adults, there are friends that you can talk to. But when you know that, okay, this friend is trying to say, marriage is just like that, go to the next one, who is able to help you properly to say, what can you do? Maybe you go for therapy where you will find that you are taught how to build up your confidence so that even when you don't leave, you are going to solve the problem that you have. Don't allow the problem to build up and build up until you get sick. Because once you get sick, you will not be able to have a healthy mental state where you are able to know what to do. Even when you feel that the problem is not so big, go for therapy, go for counseling. Talk to someone who is really going to help you, to guide you what you can do. Because once you are in toxic relationships, sometimes you really don't know what to do. So because talking to someone, sometimes the problem is not so big. A person will say, no, why can't you try A? Why can't you try B? And why can't you try C? So, and talking to someone will also help you so that you go for couple counseling, so that you and your husband can sit together, try to resolve with the help of a therapist, with the help of a counselor, with the help of an adult, as long as you must not keep quiet. Talk it out. Because the talk therapy, it's really one of the most important one. Don't stay in a toxic relationship and you think all the marriages are like that. No, there are healthy marriage out there. Healthy marriage are there where you feel loved, where you feel respected, where you feel free even to talk, to express your emotion. So don't wait, look for help. And if you like this type of video, I again remind you, you can subscribe to this video so that anytime I do such video, you get a notification. So don't also forget to like and to comment. So till next time, see you again.